Hey guys, welcome to vesnasstv Home. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today I'm showing you how I decorated my tiered trays for Halloween, so stay tuned to see all three of them in my process. So this is what my fall tiered tray looked like, and what I've done is I've taken everything out and kind of put out what I think I'm going to put in there, and I was doing this on the floor. And then I clean it off and I kind of start assembling until I get the look that I'm going for. And as you'll see, I didn't wind up using all of the stuff from the floor there, but I did wind up using some. And then after I had it sitting out for a little bit, I didn't like the way it looked and I decided I wanted to go a different way for it. But here's what it kind of looked like originally, with all of the stuff in and with these little flashing lights from the Dollar Tree. I love those little lanterns and the flashing lights. They were so cute. And this little sign, and then I made that boo sign at the top. So it was okay. I was sort of happy with it, but not 100%. So I decided, once I made all of my own Halloween tier tray decor items, like more of them, I decided to use them in this tray. Even though originally, you'll see at the end of the video, I was going to use them in a different tray. But anyway, this is what it looked like at night. All flashy. And so then I took it away, like I said, and I put it in my kitchen, and I said, well, no, I'm going to do something else with it. So I wound up revamping all three trays, and I put them in my kitchen, and then I started to kind of separate them, and I wanted this tray to be kind of more like an orangey, browny, rusticy Halloween tray. And so all of these things are my homemade DIYs, except for the sign and some of the pumpkins, but a lot of these things are. If you're interested in making any of these, you can pop on over to my DIY channel and you can see the fall playlist and the Halloween playlist. It'll have all of these DIYs in there. So I stuck some Dollar Tree stuff and some home DIY stuff in here to give me this tray, and I'll show you what it looks like all completed. So this next tray is a two-tiered tray, and same thing, this is what my fall one looked like. If you're interested on seeing what the fall tray looked like, I do have a episode on that as well. But again, I took everything out, I cleaned it out. I always keep little risers, and they're either kind of pieces of wood like that, or they are the little tumble blocks. It just depends. And I'm adding the witch and my welcome sign that I made. And they're just kind of assembling it from there. But again, I wasn't 100% happy with it, so I wound up revamping it. It also got taken apart by the children because they loved turning on these little different decorations, which also make noises, so they loved doing that. And I wound up putting in some of these things. I wanted it to be a little bit purple, a little bit black, and like pops of orange, kind of that kind of tray. And I added my boo sign back, I added that zombie hand, these little eyeball towers, and then I added the ghost back and my pumpkin, and then the little lit up pumpkin. I kind of wanted it to be more like a colorful purpley, orange, green, white type of tray. Everything mixed together, and I think it turned out really nicely. So here it is in my corner, all set up. And as you can see, I did use hay bales as my risers as well because I thought they were such neat things to use. And so last but certainly not least, here are the DIYs that I made for my tray. that I was originally going to use in this tray, which I also DIY'd, although it needs another coat of paint, which I say this every time I go to use it, and then I forget about it and it's too late to paint it. So I'll show you how I assembled this one from kind of beginning to end, just because I haven't shown you that with the other ones. I tend to do it not all at once, so I don't record myself, just because it's such a tedious process for me to decide what I want where I want it. But this one, just because I had made all of these, I kind of thought about it, and I displayed them originally just to showcase on my DIY video how it could look like in a tray. But now I'm going to link this episode to my DIY episode so people can see how I've displayed it in multiple trays. But anyway, I'm just kind of assembling it wherever I think it needs to be, and it's like a trial and error type of thing. I don't know, do you guys have ways that you put these together? Like, do you have, like a set, design plan in your mind, where you're like, okay, I want kind of these types of things on this side, these types of things or whatever? Let me know in the comments if you have any kind of method to this. I just kind of do whatever pleases my eye. And sometimes, like, I do what I did with these ones where I take them apart and I redo them. But so that's why I wanted to show you kind of different options for them. Unfortunately, the two-tier tray, I don't have the second option on there. I kind of have part of it, but not the whole thing. So you just kind of saw the muffled up version of it. But anyway, this tier tray I made last year just out of the wire spools, and just painted it black. It was originally my Halloween tray, and I really like the way I did it last year as well. I will link that video in here too, so you can check it out. But I always like to change up my decor a little bit, especially since I make these little things. So this way you can display something new, and it always looks new even though you're reusing it in different places. I will have my Halloween house tour coming up next week. Well, actually, probably this weekend, not next week. This weekend or on Monday. I haven't decided yet. I know that I should tell you when, but I'll post it on my community on my DIY channel. And if you're subscribed to this channel and you've hit that notification bell, you will get a notification. So that would be a great thing to do. And this video is a part of a collab that's hosted by Domestic Diva Home. So if you don't know Sonia, make sure you check out her channel. She's one talented lady. She's got a whole bunch of channels. Go check them all out. And she's got a DIY channel, a home channel, a cooking channel, a lifestyle, a vlogging channel. I think that's it. I don't think I've forgotten any. She's got a lot of channels. So make sure you check her out. She's super, like I said, she's super talented. And it is a collab. So there is a playlist with a whole bunch of creators, and not a super long playlist, so it's easy for you guys to get through, but everyone's really talented, and it's all Halloween tiered trays, so there's going to be lots of spooktacular inspiration. So make sure you check everybody out. I will have it linked in my description below, the playlist, and a link to all of the channels, and a link to Sonia's channel, and a link to the videos that I mentioned in this channel. So there's going to be lots of links in the description. Make sure you check everything out. And so after all of that in and out and putting it on, taking it off, here's kind of what I came up with originally and before I took it apart and used it in my other trays. But I didn't mind the way this looked, but I thought it could look better, so I kind of revamped it. But I just want to show you what these little eyeballs and skull heads look like at night with the lights turned off. I think they look really spooky and really cool. And they were so easy to make and so inexpensive. But again, like I said, I took it apart and I went and I revamped it. And here's what it came out to. after I revamped it. So I thought the two-tier tray was going to be the one that was going to be purple and black, but then it turned out that this one was the one that was kind of more purple and blackish and white. So here it is, and I love the way it turned out. I think it's really cute and it looks awesome in my basement. I wasn't going to do my basement for Halloween, and then the kids said that they would love it if it was spooky as well, so I did it too. So like I said, make sure you drop by for that home tour. So thank you so much for watching. Check out everybody in the description and Sonia and the collab. Have a great day, and we'll see you next week for the Halloween home tour. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye now.